Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte. This guy's in-game management manages to fuck up Inter's 3 points. Inter had 3 points almost in the bag. They were leading 2-1. And Antonio Conte once again does the same thing he did against Napoli in the second half after taking the lead. Comes back, sits deep, 5-4-1, changes the formation, brings on Gagliardini and Kolarov out of all people, which says everything about the mentality, invites pressure, and that's it. The match finishes 2-2, and here we are to review this 2-2 draw. As I predicted in my match preview with the Wayne, we were pretty sure there was going to be a draw. It's the sixth draw in a row in this match, so you know it wasn't too hard to predict in the end. But once again, both teams matching up evenly. I think overall, until about the 65th, 70th minute, Inter with the superior team. Even in the first half, you know, Roma are the best team in the league in terms of first half goals, which shows. So they went up 1-0 at half time, but Inter had 2 or 3 chances in the first half that they should have taken. Lautaro had a free header. Lukaku should have done better when Spinazzola gifted us the ball. Vidal shot like 10 meters wide, and Roma scored off their first half chance, you know, a deflected goal. But once again, we saw the mannequin challenge from Samir Handanovic, trying to save a shot with his eyes, with the laser eyes, with the beams. He couldn't have done anything on that one, to be fair. I don't want to go too much on that, but it's just the fact that when you see him, it's just like it's guaranteed Handanovic not even attempting a save. But, you know, as I said, the first half, in terms of chances, we were there, and Roma scoring off their first chance. It's just typical Inter, isn't it? Like, it lasts, not even just this season, it's been for many years now that Inter, you know, they'll create chances, not take them, and then the other team will score off the first half chance, and that's how it was. But we are second half FC. We're a diesel team. We're taking Viagra before the game or something. You know, it takes an hour or two to kick in. Not that I've taken it before. That's what I've heard, that it takes a while to kick in. Viagra. These boys, some of these guys probably need it. The likes of Vidal, you know, 33 years old. Kolarov. All these guys taking a while to kick in. And you know, in the second half, we won 2-1 technically. The comeback was on. Skriniar scoring a great goal once again. He's providing more of a goal threat from set pieces, which he should do because he's a massive guy and he's good at heading. Great header. And then Ashraf Hakimi, Lamborghini, the Maghrebi king. He hasn't got a weak foot, does he? I think that's his third or fourth goal this season with his left foot, cutting in against Spinazzola. What a goal, golazo. No chance for Pau Lopez. By the way, Pau Lopez was, as usual, the keepers are against Inter, but he had one of his best games, I believe, for Roma, because he has been, Antonio Mirante has been getting picked ahead of him, the 37-year-old keeper who has been injured. So he's only played because Mirante has been injured, and yeah, he hasn't been a great signing for Roma over the last couple of seasons, you know, 20 million sign-in. But today he came trumps. That one-on-one save against Lautaro was just unbelievable. And then that save on the Lukaku header, you know, very kept Roma in the match, definitely. But as I said, those changes from Conte, you know, Vidal, you know, had a decent match, should have scored at least one goal. Had a sitter that he just completely sliced, you know. Hakimi passed the ball to him in the middle of the box. It was like a moving penalty, and I think clearly you know, in his head at the moment he's feeling the pressure of not having scored still for Inter, and he just completely misses it. It was so bad. But overall he was actually pretty decent in my opinion. Won a lot of duels, won a lot of headers, decent passing, and created some good moves. But he was clearly at the 60th minute, you know, you could see he was getting tired, and Conte took too long to sub him off, and it shouldn't have been Gagliardini, it should have been Sensi. I don't know why Sensi has been brought on in the last 2 matches. I could understand against Sampdoria that the pitch was a bit, you know, potato field, but this match he needed someone like Sensi to come and control the midfield, because we were getting, you know, Veretout and the VR. VR was very impressive, by the way, but they were taking control of the midfield, and we needed someone like Sensi to come in. Someone needs to, or hope Conte explains why Sensi's not even had a few minutes, you know, to come on. And then Kolarov is all going back to the 5-4-1, as I said, taking off Hakimi, who was, you know, a great threat on the counter-attack, and leaving Lukaku isolated up front. I don't think he even touched the ball in the last 15 minutes, Lukaku, apart from like a clearance in the box, which is just suicidal. You know, Perisic coming on as well. It's just like, you know, he was awful as well. It's just these in-game management from Conte. It's just ridiculous. Like, how many more times do we have to see these same kind of moves, the same substitution? You know, against Napoli, we were lucky that Handanovic on that day was on form. But today, you know, that second goal, you know, inviting the pressure, people switching off in the box. Skriniar probably shouldn't have been beaten by Mancini on that header, but it looked like he did have a little bit of an elbow on Skriniar. But Handanovic once again, just watching the goal go past him. And that one he could have saved. You know, the first one against Pellegrini, that was unsavable on the replay, but that one against Mancini, it wasn't a strong header. It was, you know, in the corner, but he went in the right direction. Like, he could have just so frustrating. But overall, I think the draw was the right result. You know, the teams both had Roma had 14 shots, Inter had 17. Possession was 49 to 51 to Roma, so pretty even match. So overall, even match. But AC Milan are now 3 points clear at the top, you know, after their win yesterday against Torino. Convincing win once again from AC Milan. You know, they just keep rolling and rolling. You know, that one match against Juventus, you know, they had to lose at some point, but they keep rolling. Juventus now have 2 matches in the hand, and if they win both, they got Sassuolo, they come 1 point behind us, you know, and then next we do have Juventus, the Derby d'Italia. This is not the time to start dropping points. So it's a must-win match that we didn't win today, and once again against Juve it will be a must-win match. But before that, we've got the Coppa Italia against Fiorentina. Hopefully we see a bit of turnover. You know, Bastoni has looked shaky against Sampdoria. He looked shaky again today. Load of missed passes and, you know, tried giving balls away very cheaply. Hopefully get some rest against Fiorentina, even if it is Alex Kolarov or Ranocchia Sunday. These guys need a rest because these guys have been playing, you know, Barella, Lautaro, you know, hopefully Sanchez gets some minutes. Sensi has to start surely in the next match. You know, we need to rotate a little bit more because we need these guys to be fresh against Juve, biggest match of the season until now, because that's the bit where we gauge where this team is. You know, last year we lost both of those encounters, so this year we need to see whether this team really is ready for the Scudetto. But yeah, man of the match for me has to be Hakimi once again. He was the one creating all the chances, you know, dangerous on the counter-attack. That Hakimi versus Spinazzola match, Hakimi won that. Spinazzola was substituted around the 70th minute. Defensively, he kept him quiet and then was having him attacking wise as well. Lukaku had an up and down match. Skriniar also definitely for that goal, and in general he was good, but he lost Mancini on that last on that goal. Young actually, must give credit to Young, came on around the 25th minute when Darmian got injured, and he was actually quite good. Actually, Young today must give credit where it's due because he hasn't played good in my opinion this season. Brozovic was also decent, another assist from a corner, but in the second half he dipped a lot. So for me, Hakimi man of the match. But you guys let me know in the comments below who your man of the match was. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and obviously we'll be looking forward to the Fiorentina match and the Derby d'Italia, so keep tuned, stay tuned. And I've left a link in the description below, in the comments below, for a match rating. So this guy, he does a very good project where he takes, you know, averages out all the match ratings and, you know, ratings and man of the matches that people give over the year. So make sure to vote the ratings for your players down below. Yeah, I'll see you for the next one, and always Forza Inter. Ciao.